The pursuit of perfection is the enemy of progress, and judgment and comparison are the thieves of joy. Vannah and I have, for whatever reason, had some setbacks in our ability to regulate her canter in the last 4, 5, 6 months or so. And it has been a really difficult process to sort out with her in a way that feels good to us both. We've had some very frustrating rides in the last couple of months, but I'm happy to report that things are getting better. Are they perfect? Absolutely not. But my everyday pursuit with my own life is to look for reasons to be pleased rather than to find things to complain and whinge about or feel negative about. That doesn't mean that I put a bow on a turd, okay? I don't pretend that something's good when it isn't. I'm honest with myself about the things I would like to improve, but I also am putting emphasis and energy into having my focus be on the things that are going well more than the things that I'd like to improve, so that I can maintain an emotional frequency with my horse that helps her want to be around me. So if I'm a hypercritical person and all I can do is pick on her about the things that we're not doing perfectly, then she's going to fight with me. That's what Vannah would do, because she's a more dominant type horse. When she's stressed, she handles stress with dominance. She and I are similar in that fashion. Whereas a more tense horse would handle stress by trying to get out of the situation. Vannah handles stress by arguing with me, which is great. I love that about her. I want to keep that intact in her. That's who she is. I don't need her to be anything that she's not. So what I wanted to share with you, though, was this ride was recent, and my goal here is to keep her communicating with me. One of the things that has gotten our canter a little bit wonky is she gets ahead of me. She's a very intelligent girl. She picks up on my intentions very quickly and then tries to get ahead of me. And so you can see there that I'm able to shape and rate the trot. It's not solid or perfect by any means. There's, good strides and not healthy strides. But she hears me when I try to help her find a better way of going. The transition into the canter is absolutely horrible. You can see her really push out underneath her neck and lift her chin really high in the air, like there. She knows I'm going to ask her to canter. But once we get into the canter, what is working now that wasn't working before, first of all, is my own brain. I have had several months, because it kind of got sideways, where my brain would automatically get triggered. I'd get into survival mode and not give her a good deal. I'd lose the ability to think my way through and try to figure out what she needs from me for this to be a more pleasant interaction. So I'm really pleased that my thinking brain is staying online, and I can do things like give right there. And then when she gets her neck a little too high, like there, take up the reins until she gives, like there. And then I give until she yields, and then I give. And then in gait, she's really pushing through the front there. So you can see there's still work to be done, but she's really a very savvy girl, and she really thinks that she's got it all figured out and that I should just sit there and let her do it. So I wanted to make this video not to brag about anything or even give you very much horsemanship, but to be honest about what I go through as a horsemanship enthusiast. I'm a professional in the industry, but that doesn't mean that I have everything all figured out. And I have a propensity for picking partners that are well beyond my skill set. And I'm, trying to be the partner that they need every single day. Some days are great and we have it all working nice, and other days we miss the mark. But more than anything, I wanted to make a video that lets you see that even someone who is considered a professional in the industry can have struggles. And that doesn't mean that the value of who I am and what I have to offer the world is any less. It's just a little bump in the road that Vannah and I are going through. And I'll keep you posted on our progress. I hope you found that helpful.